I ended up pushing the power button on accident. So I shut my video off, and I figured I would do the part 2 anyway. I'm out here in my blanket because it is freaking cold outside tonight. And since I only have the 1 bottle of propane now, it ran out. And I'm going to have to get it refilled tomorrow. I liked it better when I had the backup ones. I will say that much, you know. I definitely do know what I was getting in that exchange, because they were good to me in those ways. I was eating, and there was, you know, I was able to heat my place and stuff like that. Although I was going to get a heater originally, because I was like, no, I just want it to be my heater. I'm going to replace this propane tank, and I'm going to get a heater, and yeah, I'll be good. And he's like, no, just use mine. And then during the coldest days of the winter, he took it away. And then he called me a whore. And I was like, oh, yeah, a whore? Really? I was like, I'm not a whore. That's the whole problem for you, isn't it? Because you couldn't buy me. I won't be your whore. So you can't call me a whore. You like whores, but I'm definitely not one. Like and hate all at the same time. He got really up close and personal with me. He was standing an inch away from me. And he was bright red, and I was just like, fucking hit me, motherfucker, hit me. Hit me. Because you know what? If you hit me, I'm going to be beating the shit out of you. And you know what? I might die trying to do it. But go fucking ahead and try. Is it my time yet? I don't know. But what I will say is I was not going to let that pedophile piece of shit push me around. Because that's what he is, too. His own daughter when she was a baby. Not to mention the fact that he already had 3 or 4 allegations against him from other kids. His nieces and nephews, I think. I met him about 1.5 years ago. And instantly it was like, ugh, you make my skin crawl. I don't even want you fucking near me. You know? And I tried to tell him that's... And the whole time I knew he was wanting fucking sex from me anyway. Because I'm not stupid. And you can fucking feel it coming off of him, oozing off of him, and it's just, ugh. Ugh. That's what it is. It's fucking disgusting. Makes your skin fucking crawl. And it was like, well, you know what? The divine is placing this in my path for a reason. We don't get to know everything, right? Because we wouldn't take that leap of faith. Well, you gotta take that leap of faith. I was pretty sure I didn't have his real name because I had already looked him up several times because I was like, there's no way that he hasn't been arrested for something. Sure enough, went to a few places with him. And then when I was at the park and they decided you can't park at the park anymore. I've been harassed everywhere in this town except for right in front of the pedophile's house. Drug cartels. Yeah. The pedophile's house is the only place that I'm allowed to sit in my fucking trailer with my kids coming over. They've been pretty adamant about coming over, and they've been very upset that they haven't been able to spend the night, especially my youngest one. But like I told them, I don't even want them over here really when he's around. I don't even want the thought or idea of the possibilities of what he could be thinking about my kids even crossing my fucking mind at all. Not a little bit, not even a tiny bit. Don't want to think about it. So you are definitely not spending the night over here. Plus, there's no bathroom within walking range either, which kind of sucks. In the park, where it's right behind all the bars anyway, so there's not much going on there. Where we aren't allowed to stay anymore, even though it used to be free parking and people who drove through town could stay there for a couple days and stuff like that. Where it was safe for me to have my kids, because I didn't feel any kind of way about having them around there. And I was there to watch them too, so that, I know what's going on. And yeah, there's some not so good people that end up showing up there too. But at least that's my area. And I don't got to worry about being stuck in an area like I am right now, because I can't find anybody with a tow chain and a truck to help pull me out of the area that I'm in and put me back over at the park. But I'm going to go in the parking lot of the area next door, because the people who own that area right there are not so cruel about it. They understand what hard times are, because it's owned by a liquor store. There are so many amazing people in this world sometimes. So many amazing people in this world, and I have so much to be grateful for, though. Kilikina, beautiful woman. I talked to her husband during a bar fight out back of the bar, in between the near the park where my trailer was. And I thought it was going to be like the people from the bar, but it wasn't. It was the people from the farmer's market that were arguing. And I stepped in and I said what I had to say, and then I left, and then it broke up pretty quickly, and I had gone back to my trailer. The whole time I'm going, I don't want to go out there. I don't want to go out there. I don't want to do this right now. And finally I was like, fine, I will do this. Jeez, guys, I'm going. And so I go. And I did that, and I'm back in my trailer now. And I'm like, you know what? That guy's over there. He's upset about the situation, and he's kind of spewing it all over his family, I've been there before. Most people have. And so I wrote him a letter, and I took it over there and I handed it to him, because I was like, I really don't want to have to deal with anything more right now. And so he read the letter, like 3 lines of it, and then he's like, wait, come back here. And so I stood there and talked to him for about an hour and a half about a lot of the things that happened in his childhood and stuff. And that's actually what I do. I love doing it. I was going through a really rough time at that moment, and I really didn't feel like doing a whole lot of anything at all. But my guides knew better. And they knew how many opportunities that I was missing to be able to share my gift in that way. Because she was so grateful. About 6 months later, she found me at the post office, and she's like, oh my God, you're the one that was at the park that day, aren't you? And we sat and talked for a little while, and we've sat and talked for a little while quite a few times since then. Last year on Christmas, they gave me $100 with my Christmas card, because they knew that I'd been having a hard time being able to maintain the propane in my trailer. This year, I didn't realize before that you could go down and get a voucher for heating assistance for propane, so that you can use it in that way, which is pretty awesome. So this year my propane's covered, but I'm borrowing a tank. And I'm borrowing it from her. She loaned me that tank, and she got me a heater that's my own, and she got me a few grocery items, because the place that I was getting food from didn't have quite so much the last time that I went in there. And I need to go back down there again tomorrow and get some more. And the little box in town that's supposed to have all the stuff in it that people put in it hasn't had anything in it. Every single time I've opened it, it's been completely empty. And so it has definitely been a little bit tighter than normal. But thank you to those people who have donated to me as well, because it has made it a little bit easier on me, and there's been a little less strain. And at the same time, even though there's been all this strain and all this stress and all the crazy and drama going on around me, there are some moments of the most beautiful happiness there is. And it's because I am doing what I love to do, and I have not given up. And look how strong I am. I'm still standing. I'm still here. I'm still standing after all this time. And that's exactly what I'm saying is, I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. So if you have a lot of despairing moments going on at this time in your life, take a minute to just sing in the rain and understand that that is the lesson there. I will see you guys tomorrow. I should be getting a video done tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.